The 1994 500cc French Grand Prix Round 8 is brought to you. Round 8 then of the 500cc Grand Prix. This is France, and weather conditions, well, you can see yourselves. Windy, sunny, big turnout of spectators. Marcus Hansson's machine there, number 4, and Franco Rossi's bike, number 15, in the Parc Fermé, waiting to go out onto the circuit for the commencement of Heat 1. Mechanics settling down, making those final preparations to the bikes. There is Marcus Hansson, currently leading the championship. And it's funny really, because about this time last year, a fellow Swede, and that was of course Jörgen Nilsson, was leading the championship over Jacky Martens, and it went to the last race before the championship was decided. But Jörgen Nilsson injured before the season started, unable to compete this year. So the Swedish flag taken up by that man in the background, number 4, Marcus Hansson. The Kiwi here, number 6, Daryll King. Now here's an interesting piece of information, number 39. This is James Marsh, the British rider, qualifying along with number 43, Christian Burnham, who is actually British but lives and rides out of Belgium. As we wait for the gate to drop on Heat 1, here they come. And it is Marsh, 39, the British rider's got the whole shot. Incredible stuff. James Marsh has dropped the clutch and gone away from the rest. 99, that's Lyles with Hansson and King and Smets. Billy Lyles, not a well mount today. 100-degree temperature he had on Saturday night, feeling quite sick, but he's managed to get out on the bike today. But look at James Marsh. This really does give the British people here some hopes of a British finisher, maybe in the top 3 or 4. Lyles, 99, coming from last year's 250 ranks. 18 goes through. That's Pignoti, as the rest charge and battle for positions. 10, Brian Wheeler on the Wolfsport Mako, trying desperately to get this factory Mako up into the points. But Marsh leads from the Kiwi, Daryll King. Then it's the Swede, Marcus Hansson. Then Smets, the Belgium, on the Vertemati. But Lyles is between that group. And there's the defending champ, Jacky Martens. Controversy covering Martens from the Italian GP over his silencer. And 78 going through. That's the British 4-stroke rider, Perry Lees, here on a one-time outing. That's 12, that is Mervyn Anstey. There goes Rossi behind Wheeler, but it is now King that's gone to the front. Marsh has dropped a second with Hansson. So this is a brilliant performance from young James Marsh. Rubbing handlebars with the best in the world, and at the moment managing to keep many of them behind him. Christian Burnham progressing Grand Prix after Grand Prix. Jeremy Watley behind him. So the flag being flown for the British riders quite successfully at the moment here at this French Grand Prix. 6, King. Now it's Hansson moves up to 2nd. Smets looks to have gone to 3rd. We're looking back for 4th, and it is indeed still James Marsh. Then it's Martens, the defending champ, then Lyles. Obviously that fever beginning to take a hold on him. Watley and Burnham. 101 going through, that's Van Dorn. Looking back behind Van Dorn, but we're back with the leader. The New Zealander recovering from that broken leg that he sustained at the Tokyo Supercross in December of last year, and he's now just beginning to put the points together. Marsh. This really is a heroic ride from this youngster. Former top youth rider in the United Kingdom, now mixing it with some of the best in the world in the 500 category. 43, Burnham chasing Lyles at the moment. And behind Lyles, a whole gaggle of riders as the leader comes down the drop-off over the jump at the bottom. Daryll King it is that leads from Marcus Hansson, the leader of the championship. Then it's Smets, second in the standings at the moment. before this French Grand Prix. And look at him being urged on. That's Marsh. He's got the current world champion behind him, Jacky Martens, Lyles and Christian Burnham. Lyles must be feeling it at the moment. Not a well boy this morning. Watley going through as the commentator walks from one side of the circuit to the other with a radio mic. Not something you often see. Dirk Gherkin's just going through, number 20, and it's not really been Dirk's year. Often saw him in the podium last year, but he just hasn't put it together in 1994. The King edges his way around the treacherous, hard-packed corners and holds on to that lead from HANSSON. Smets on the Vertemati, using the banking and palings to ensure that he doesn't slip away. Martin's doing very much the same on the factory Husqvarna. Then it is number 39, the Brit, James Marsh, and he really is flying the Union Jack for the Brits here today. British-born, Belgian-based, number 43, Christian Burnham at the moment. Looking back behind that group, there is Lyles going through. And there it says Arrivee, which is the finish. And it is a win then for Daryll King, number 6. Second then for Marcus Hansson, the Swede. And third, Joel SMETS, the Belgian. So as the preparations are now made for the start of Heat 2, and James Marsh, who whole-shotted race 1, finishing 5th. And that's his first point score of the season. Lee Williams there, number 48. Qualified, pulled out of the first race. Everybody looking a little tired at the moment, big yawns, but it is Joel SMETS. Comes down onto the line with the all-yellow Vertemati 4-stroke. Followed by heat winner, number 1, Daryll King on Kawasaki, number 6. Franco Rossi, number 15, the Italian, looking for a better result in the second heat. Jacky Martens behind him coming down onto the grid, and there is the brave Englishman, number 39, James Marsh. Let's see what he can do in Heat 2. As the board goes up, final preparations are made. 5-second board spins away. Who's it going to be that's going to hit the front first? Here they come. And Marsh has done it again. Well, I don't know where. Well, we've got a few on the floor here. I can't see who they are at the moment. Martins is one of them. And that's Rossi. And there's SMETS as well. SMETS is off. And I think Mervyn Anstey was also caught up in that. But it's James Marsh, certainly the hero here with the British fans, that has whole-shotted from Rudy van Leeuwen, number 19. Ronnie Woestenraad with Marcus Hansson there. There's Brian Wheeler. And the winner of the first moto, number 6, Daryll King, all sorts of trouble. Christian Burnham goes through, and Martins has got a mountain to climb. Watley, we're looking back, there's SMETS. Off on the first corner, SMETS. And at the moment, it's the Brit, James Marsh, 39, who leads from, it looks like, 19, Van Leeuwen. And then it's Marcus Hansson. Gherkins comes down the hill from number 6, Daryll King. King needing to pick up the pace just a little. And there's Jacky Martens off on that first corner along with SMETS. But it is Marsh. We don't know what he's using in that bike, but he certainly can get off the gate pretty quick. Marsh, Hansson, Woestenraad going through. 101 Van Dorn, Gherkins. Then it is King. Well, that really is a turn up for the books. Looking back now, there's Anstey and there's Martins. Oh, they're settling down. It's a very slippery circuit. Lyles also had a problem in the opening lap, way down the pecking order at the moment. Having to battle for those precious points. Smets. Oh, Smets gets it all wrong. Front end of the bike steps out. Just hope he can keep it running. No, he's stalled the bike. He's got to get it started now, and that's not easy on a full stroke. But HANSSON goes to the front, and certainly no shame to give up the lead for James Marsh. Woestenrad looks to be third. 101 Van Dorn mixing it with, I think it was 31 just going through. George Jobay. 99, one of the Jobay team members, Billy Lyles. 27 Cavatorta behind him. But it's very slippery here. There's Jeremy Watley, number 9 on the Renegade Honda, the British rider. Although it looks quite dry, it's a very polished surface on the corners, very easy to lose the bike. But the freight train now looks to be closing down on James Marsh. There's Woestenrad 22 just gone through. Gherkins with Daryll King behind him. And as we said earlier, Dirk Gherkins has not had the best of seasons. And look at Martins. Side panel coming off the bike. I hope he doesn't lose a silencer again. HANSSON in the lead, drops down through the jumps. We're looking back for second behind HANSSON. It was number 39, and it's no longer because Marsh dropping back. Van Leeuwen and Woestenrad, number 22, the Belgium. Marsh just going through. We've got George Jobay, the former world champion. 101 Van Dorn. Martins trying desperately to pick up the places, but it is Marcus HANSSON looking to retain the hold on this 500cc championship, and it looks like Woestenrad has gone to second. Yes, indeed, Van Leeuwen has dropped back to third. We're looking for fourth, and it could now be Jacky Martens. Indeed it is. Martins, and then 101 Van Dorn. And then it is Marsh dropping back sadly, but Marsh certainly putting on a splendid display for the British fans here. HANSSON going through. Woestenrad behind him, trying to close the gap on the Honda rider. Then Van Leeuwen, then Jobay on the FN Job Belgacom sponsored machines. They are Honda based. And the checkered flag and 20 points goes to HANSSON, 17 to Woestenrad, the Belgium. Looking back, and it looks like Jobay takes third. Well, George Jobay then, but fair dues to James Marsh, finishing 9th, 7th overall for the British rider, and a great ride from him.